Mga adik mga kuya, welcome back to Kuya Puto's channel. So, meron kami pupuntahan ni Mrs. ngayon. Pupunta kami, bibisitahin namin yung nanay ko. Dahil there's a little bit of an emergency there.
Namimiss ka niya.
Namimiss daw niya ako eh. So, Saturday by the way, makulimlim pero you know, masarap ang maganda ang panahon, hindi malamig. Palagay ko tapos na yung winter dito sa Canada ngayon. Knock on wood. Dahil pag gumigising ako sa umaga, ano na eh, like 5, mga 6 o'clock in the morning, meron ng araw. Sumisikat na yung araw. Dati napakadilim pa nun eh. Anyways guys, pag-uusapan natin ngayon habang nagdadrive ako, sabi nila, mga Pilipino daw sa trabaho, toxic. All over YouTube. Naririnig ko, napapanood ko. Complain ng complain. Yung mga tao, sinasabi nila, pagdating mo raw dito sa Canada, kapwa Pilipino mo pa ang magpapahamak sa'yo. Kailangan daw iwasan mo yung mga Pilipino dahil I don't know, siguro kainggitan or palakihan ng bayag. No, palakihan ng ego.
Tanggalin mo yung bego.
Tawag ng palakihan sila ng ego, palakihan ng ulo, you know. They think or allegedly they're saying one thinks that they're better than the other. Totoo ba yun? Yun ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon. Kasama ko nga si Mrs. eh. So, we're gonna get her opinion on the matter too. Kami ni Mrs. we've lived here pretty much all of our lives, di ba? So, I think, you know, we can give an honest opinion kung ano ba talaga, ano ba meron, ano ba sa tingin mo, meron bang mga epal na Pilipino?
Mawawala yun, but I've never experienced with Filipino.
Okay, let's talk about sa trabaho. May mga epal ba?
Maybe there's always negative people or epal.
So kami po ni Mrs. We're from two different careers. Ako galing ako sa casino industry, gaming industry. Si Mrs. she's in finance, right? So in our respective careers, ako 26 years, siya 25 years plus and still going. Marami na po kaming na-encounter na mga katrabaho. Isipin nyo, 26 years and 25 years in the same field. Ang dami na namin naka-interact. Okay? Masasabi ko lang sa trabaho ko, kung tutuusin, wala akong na-encounter na mga epal na Pilipino. Mind you, I was in management, so I don't know what they're saying about me. Pero for the most part, we're all friends. As in, we're all friends. We all work together real well. Wala nagsisiraan. Everybody just does their own thing. They do gagawin nilang 8 hours na sa trabaho and then they go home. Kaya medyo, like alam ko, di maiiwasan. There's always gonna be good and bad people, right? Siguro yung mga nakita ko sa YouTube, you know, they got lined up with quote-unquote bad people, kaya nagkaroon sila ng bad experience. Pero sa akin, in the 26 years that I've worked in the casino industry, I can honestly say, wala to very minimal. Tutuusin nga, in any type of working environment, madaming competition dyan eh. Lalo na pag merong promotion. Okay? Lalo na kung merong incentive, kung merong mga bonuses, di ba? So hindi maiiwasan yung ibang tao, maninira ng ibang tao so they can get ahead. Which is very, very wrong. Okay? Dapat kasi everything should be recognized according to merit. Kung gaano kayo kagaling sa trabaho and the kind of impact that you bring sa trabaho ninyo. You know, hindi dapat yung pakapalan ba yun? Pakapalan or pataasan or palakasan. Yeah, yung palakasan. So for me, I can honestly say very little to minimal epal over the 26-year span that I spent in my career sa casino industry. And you have to understand, guys, I work with the public. So I meet like hundreds if not thousands of people every single day. ever since I started working in the casino industry. So I just don't work with, like, you know, a small number of people every day. I work with hundreds, if not thousands of people or interactions every day.
Sa akin naman, I guess I was fortunate enough to have good mentors. So when it was time for me and I became the leader, I can't manage people. I became the leader of the pack, paid forward. So I make sure na I help them grow, yung mga people ko, yung mga employee ko.
Pero ano tawag doon? In your 25 plus years in your respective career, naka-encounter ka ba ng mga epal na Pilipino?
No, not I guess since no, walang kasi kabihira lang Pilipinong katrabaho eh. And merong ilang Pilipino, we help each other, we push each other to grow.
So
Each
really,
and every one of us, no?
25 years plus and still going, wala kang masasabi na encounter mo yung mga kinukwento nila sa YouTube, sa Facebook, sa...
Wala. Kasi I guess that generation, that was like a decade or 2 decades ago. And then yung mga batang mga Filipino na nagpapasok sa work, well, I am the one who's hiring them. So, na-interview ko, okay naman. You would know na may harmony sa trabaho kahit mga Pilipino because you would see they bring food, you guys share things, iniimbitahan ka sa mga party nila. So that means masaya sila, diba? Otherwise, I don't wanna see your face. I don't wanna be with you.
See, kaming dalawa ni Mrs., we were able to, well, over the years, we were able to go up the ranks, so to speak, sa management, diba? So we got to a point where kami po yung nag-hire, kami po yung mga managers. So we're able to screen people to see if they're gonna be a good fit for, you know, the company when they're hiring, diba? And see, I guess it's a different generation yung like where we came from, right? Dahil, like I said, di mo maiiwasan yung epal. Okay? Hindi lang sa Pilipino yon. Lahat ng race, lahat ng ethnicities, meron din sila mga epal. I mean, from Filipinos, I've never experienced epal. And my wife just mentioned she did not experience epal either from Filipinos. But we did experience epal from other ibang lahi. You know? And you know what, in a corporate environment, in any type of company where yung mga tao gustong ma-promote, gustong tumaas, gustong improve nila yung situation nila, there's always gonna be competition.
There's always inggitan.
There's always inggitan.
It's totally up to you if you wanna react or just be proactive about it.
So there you go. Tsaka maturity level din yan, guys. Dahil isipin nyo, right? If you're trying to better yourself within a company, you're trying to climb the corporate ladder to get better pay, to get better position, you have to act accordingly. Hindi kayo pwedeng batang kanto. Hindi pwedeng asta ninyo batang kanto. Yung mga epal-epal na naririnig ko, I'm assuming, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, siguro ganun ang attitude nila towards the other people that they work with. Kaya ganun din nakukuha nila because you have to understand, right? You get what you put in. You get what you put in, di ba?
Hindi naman lahat talagang meron lang mga na gano'n ang ugali ng tao. Hindi mo maiiyan yun, maiwawala.
You can't avoid it.
Yeah, you can't avoid it.
You can't avoid it.
There's always gonna be people that are like that. Just like I said, it's a matter of how you react. You don't react. Kasi pag nag-react ka, ibig sabihin talo ka, diba?
I guess sa akin lang, sa lahat ng race, sa lahat ng ethnicities, merong talaga mga epal. So we have to be very careful who we allow in our inner circle. Hindi ibig sabihin nun kailangan iwasan natin yung mga Pinoy. You know, sa amin nga ni Mrs. kung tutuusin, naghahanap kami ng mga Pinoy. Okay? Dahil, you know, we know how it feels to be new sa country, sa trabaho, sa everything. And, you know, pag nakakita kami ng pag nakakilala kami ng mga Pinoy na they feel kind of out of place, we go out of our way, you know, to introduce ourselves to make them feel as comfortable as possible, diba? Because we know how it feels, and I hope that one day a lot of us Pinoys, especially the newcomers and even the ones that's been here for a long time, that they can adapt that mentality, that behavior. Dahil, you know what, Ang laki-laki ng mundo. Tayong Pilipino, konti lang tayo eh. So magtulungan tayo, di ba? Let's be nice to each other. Etong attitude na, oh, ang tagal ko na dito sa Canada, so you have to respect me. Mali yun. You know, dahil naririnig ko sa YouTube, karamihan daw nang nagko-complain about other Pinoys looking down on other Pinoys or yung mga matatagal na dito.
Oh yeah, may na-encounter kami nung dati, back in the 90s. There was one person na all she did was talk about herself, how good she was, and how rich they were in the Philippines. Sasabihin nung dumating, oh, bakit naka-apartment pa rin kayo? Ang tagal-tagal nyo na dito. Yung parang nangaapi siya.
Mata pobre, ayoko nung, napaka-ayoko yung mata pobre. That's like the one thing that I hate the most. And I don't hate a lot of things, but one thing I hate yung mga mata pobre. But then, like I said, hindi nyo maiiwasan yun.
Oh, actually, siya din yung same person na, because I was a single mom, right? So, si Daniel, we met when he was a year old. She was the same person. Yung natutunan ko yung sinabi niya, oh yan, si Susan, bastarda. Bastarda siya. Yung parang ganon, yung she would go out of her way para siraan or sabihin sa mga tao na there's something wrong with me.
Yeah.
Ganon.
So guys, it's not just in the workplace. Like in a way, tama yung sinasabi nila sa YouTube. Pero, hindi lahat ng Pinoy masama. Like you know, dito sa Brantford, sa tinitirahan namin, Brantford, Ontario, the Filipino community, it's not perfect. Okay? Wala naman perfect eh. Pero everybody is harmonious. Everybody is friendly. Everybody is open to help each other out. Diba? Dapat ganun dahil tignan nyo yung mga Chinese, tignan nyo yung mga East Indians, tignan nyo yung mga Jews, mga Hudyo, mga Italians. Ang yayaman nila. Bakit? Dahil nagtutulungan sila. You know? Majority, for the most part, nagtutulungan sila. Hindi sila nagsisira-siraan. Meron din yung mga nagsisira-siraan, but that's kept to a minimum. That's why yung unlad nila maganda. And us Filipinos, pwede din tayong umunlad ng ganun. Kailangan lang natin adapt yung bagong mentality, better mentality, na hindi tayo naglo-look down to other people, nagiging epal, you know, towards them. Instead, tulungan natin.
I don't think that's the same as that.
No, narinig ko yung epal eh, maganda.
It's like you're using it, you don't even know what it
That's my word of the day, epal. Anyways, okay. Dun sa trabaho ko dati, like I said, I work with hundreds of people every single day, literally. Ganun lang ang nature sa casino, di ba? And over the years, I have met and worked with and made friends with many kabayan Filipinos, okay? And I've hired a lot of them too. Ganito lang kasi. I guess, in a work environment, dapat, pag meron kayong nakilalang Pilipino, kunyari, manager ninyo, supervisor ninyo, huwag kayong sisip-sip. Okay? Because
Saan mo naman akong buhay mga yan?
no, dapat huwag kayong sisip-sip. Dahil yung napansin ko, problema sa ibang Pilipino, sumisip-sip sila lagi. Gawin nyo na lang yung trabaho ninyo to the best of your abilities, do your 8 hours and go home. Okay? Dahil yung mga managers, yung mga supervisors na yan, they're trained. They're trained to work equally, to work without any bias, right?
Hindi rin, may mga bias na manager.
I understand, but that turns into like a poisoned environment which you don't want to be in. Basically, no, before I forget, basically dapat ganito. Porque supervisor ninyo Filipino, porque supervisor ninyo or manager ninyo Pinoy, don't expect special treatment. Siguro kaya nasasaktan yung ibang Pinoy, iniisip nila epal to, epal yun, is because porque pareho kayong Pinoy, you're expecting that manager or that supervisor to treat you a little bit better than the other people. Mali yun.
Yeah, but I think that's the other side of the business. The other side, the way I look at it is, magtrabaho kayo ng maigi, let your performance speak for itself.
Yes.
And then, if the manager, if they're co-Filipino, they're saying they're not good,
Epal
then
siya.
you can actually ilagay niyo sa mukha nila na say, this is what I did, this is what I've done, I think I deserve more. Then you have the right to say everything or explain yourself na you did a good job, pero ina-epalan kayo ng manager nyo.
100%.
Always speak up, because if you don't, then alam nilang kaya nila kayong i-bully or ano.
Yeah. So if you put the work in, everybody will notice that you put the work in. So you don't have to justify yourself, di ba? just do not, and I repeat, do not think that you should be treated any bit better than the rest of your coworkers dahil yung direct manager ninyo or direct supervisor ninyo kalahi ninyo. Mali yun. I know it happens. It really happens. You can't avoid it. Pero it shouldn't have to be that way. Let your work and let your actions speak for you and your quality as an employee and your quality as a person, diba? So, bottom line ganito. I'm gonna say this again. Epal ba yung mga Pilipino dito sa Canada? No. Dahil kung epal sila, we wouldn't be in the situation that we're in because along the way, marami pong Pilipino na tumulong sa amin. Masisipag ang mga Pilipino. Kaya lang yung mentality natin, we have to tweak it just a little tiny bit. Dahil marami tayong naging toxic attitudes and toxic behaviors that were passed down from the previous generations that we need to get rid of para umunlad tayo dito sa Canada. Tayo dito, tayo lang. You know, there's not a lot of us here. You know, ang daming puti dito, ang daming ibang lahi dito. So why don't we help each other umunlad by turning our backs from being epal to each other. Okay? Pag nakakita kayo ng Pinoy, be nice.
Epal is pakialamero.
Ganun ba yun?
Oo, I think that's what it is.
So yeah.
Mali yung sinasabi mo kanina. Pakialamero ang epal.
Well, I like that word epal. That's why I'm using it. So let's be nice to each other. Let's help each other out. Let's stop being matapobre to each other. Let's stop talking down to each other, looking down to each other. Mali yun. Tulungan natin isa't isa. You know, lalo na sa trabaho, pakita natin sa kanila, sa buong Canada, that we are like great, hardworking, honest people. Instead yung nagsisiraan tayo lagi. Walang maaabot yun. And if so happens na unfortunately you end up in a work environment or any type of environment where, you know, madaming epal, maybe your value is not there. Maybe your value is elsewhere dahil magiging toxic yung environment na yun, and eventually you're gonna become toxic yourself and you're gonna turn into the epal that you're trying to avoid. So yun, that's my take, that's our take on toxic Filipino epals dito sa Canada, allegedly. So mababait tayong tao, masisipag tayo. Let's show the whole world that we could be one and we can help each other grow. Okay, guys?
A lot of times, yung napanood natin isa, my take on it is, a lot of times, nakikita ko kung sino pa yung nagsasalita ng madami or salita ng salita, yun yung may problema, yung tahimik. It's like, you know, they know themselves, they don't have to explain themselves, so tahimik lang sila.
That's
So
right.
kung sino yung maingay, it's like
Yung pa epal.
it's like a cue already that sila yung may issue. Diba?
Ano nga pala, I just remembered the word epal. Pinapanood namin yung idol ko, si Ina in a nutshell. Si Ate Ina. And she had
Kuya Rice.
No. She had Michelle Millet from Facebook. Yung ano niya, yung interview niya, and they were using the word epal, and I made it part of my vocabulary because it rolls off my tongue and I love saying it.
Nakikialam. Epal ka din, nakikialam ka din.
Well, I just wanted to say my piece dahil, okay, this is coming from the perspective of two people that pretty much lived here their whole entire lives, you know, 40 plus years. And dahil I guess karamihan ng tao, kami po yung generation namin, yung category namin they point the fingers to Filipinos in our category, the ones that's been here for a very long time. And like I said, yung iba po talaga ganon, wala kayong magagawa. Pero for the most part, mga Pilipino po, lalo na yung mga kahit na matagal na dito katulad namin, mababait kami. We work in silence and let our actions speak for ourselves and how and what type of people we are. And that's how it should be, diba? Okay guys, sana naman po natuwa kayo ng konti or at least na-entertain kayo dito sa short video clip namin ni Mrs. na medyo humaba na ng konti. So we're at 5,000 subscribers now. We just hit it like an hour ago. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that supported and continue to support. And napansin ko lang po, one small request. Dumadami pa na po ng konti yung mga viewers natin. Pero napansin ko po, 70% of all of the viewers are not subscribed to our channel. So kung do me a small favor, kung nagustuhan niyo po yung content natin, you know, consider subscribing po. That way we can grow this channel as big as we can, and we can reach more people and change how people perceive Pinoys dito sa Canada, because we are amazing. Pinoys are amazing. So this is Kuya Puto wishing you good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Stay hungry, stay humble, keep your hustle strong. See you on the next one, guys. Bye for now.